Hey everybody, hello. Oh my word. For some of you, I feel like it has been way too long since we have talked. I know many of you, we have been talking through Voxer, and that has been fantastic. And there are a lot of you who have been in fabulous activity, and especially with really talking to people about the business and looking at like who you want on your team, which is so fun and exciting. A lot is happening this week. I've had several calls and over the weekend and whatever, but I wanted to reach out to you real quick, just a quick little video. I'm going to record another one, but I realized it was so crazy last week with going to Laguna, being at the NVP Forum, and then flying back, and my kids were in swim champs. And I know that sounds so weird and random, but like literally like took over my life because I had zero cell phone service at this place, and I was there for 3 days. Like it was awful. So I couldn't even like check Facebook. I mean, I could barely send a text message. So I am super excited that I feel like I'm back on track and moving and grooving and whatnot, but you guys haven't heard from me collectively as a whole. So I wanted to say hello, let you know about the NVP Forum. It was absolutely fantastic. I know many of you, if you've been on Facebook, you probably saw pictures of where we were in Dana Point. It was just breathtakingly beautiful. And the reason why I think those pictures are important is this. I think that you need to understand that that's where you are going to be as you persevere and, keep working this business alongside your life. Okay. And we're all going to go at different paces. We're going to be, in different places, but that's absolutely available to you. So it's not for you to look at and be like, oh, wouldn't that be great? I want you to be thinking, if that's something that you want for yourself, if you want to be a national vice president someday, I want you to look at that and help it give you vision and put yourself there in those photos and just be thinking about dreaming about what that is going to be like and knowing you are going to be there. It's so important for you to put yourself in places like that the way that what you think about, right? What we bring about, what you think about is what you bring about. Rita Davenport, our former president, that was one of her major lines that I'll never forget. What you think about, you bring about. So think about, even as you're watching this video, I want you to think about, how was your thinking today? How'd you do? Because I know when I have poor thinking, my day is awful. It's just awful. And when I am in control of my mind and the thoughts that I have, and I am thinking in the right way, and I'm doing good, positive self-talk for myself, doing my affirmations, and most importantly, doing my goal card, I feel different. I feel different. And the thing is, that shift in energy that you have within yourself, people can feel that. So what I wanted to share with you was that the forum was so wonderful. And I wish I could have scooped you guys all up and we could have all been there together, because let's just be honest, that May close was a little rough. It was hard. There were several of you that promoted that you didn't get to see it in the numbers right away. We're so excited about the Genius Ultra, and then we get the news about the shipping dates, and that's just it's disappointing. At the same time, it is necessary because we want it to be right? We want the tool to be as excellent as we know that it can be. And I'm proud of Arbonne for making decisions that they make they're not going to sacrifice quality in order to fulfill orders. They're just not going to do it. So I've been telling people that as they've been asking about when they're going to get their stuff. The good news is that the Genius Ultra, they're really shooting for that in November, that when someone places order, it's going to be going out. Okay. They're not going to be waiting for it. It's going to be like when we order a protein shake. But up until then, there is absolutely a backlog that we've got to get through. And we've got to make sure that the device is high quality and delivering what we believe our standards are in Arbonne. And so people are absolutely wowed and amazed. So don't be discouraged by it. Again, you guys, every situation, every challenge, everything that happens, you have two ways that you can look at it, and you get to choose. You get to choose your perception. And so if you look at things like, oh, this is awful, now I can't sell it. Well, guess what? You're not going to sell it. And guess what? You're also going to hear from people when they find out about the date, and the way you react to it is how they are going to react. So part of your leadership training in this business is to really manage yourself and manage how you choose to handle situations, because it can be the sky's falling. It could be negative, or it can be like, okay, it's not what I want. It's not what I want, but I can deal with this. I can deal with this. And that deal with it attitude and moving beyond it is what creates momentum and creates perspective. And the bottom line is, I always pull myself back when I get a little out of whack, which does happen time to time. I think, oh gosh, this is awful. Or, I wish that hadn't happened to that customer, blah, blah, blah. And then I realize, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. We're not saving lives in the sense of, we're not doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals. Like, there is no such thing as an Arbonne emergency. This is amazing products, personal care products and nutrition, but you know what? It's nutrition. It's like, it will get handled. It's going to get figured out. And the fact that we get a chance to build a lifestyle that we want and dream about because of a business such as this, and it's around products like that, is crazy. I always think it's just like laughable. It's like, I can't believe I get to do that. I can't believe that's what I get to do. Like, that's how I'm going to build this amazing life, is through products like this that are really great, but it's not life or death. Nothing's life or death. So make sure that you're choosing your perspective. And I feel like for the forum, why I wish you guys could have been there is that it just gave me that perspective again of just how unbelievable our home office team is, and all that they do for us, and how they work so hard. And their number one goal, like around the home office, you guys, everything is about the consultant. It's about the consultant, you. It's not just about the VPs at all. Like, it is about consultants and serving us so that we can do our job. And they are so proud of us because they know we are the best sales force on the planet, obviously, since we sold 14 times what they thought we were going to sell in April for the Genius Ultra. It's crazy. So a couple things to note that I wanted to make sure to share with you. Okay, a couple things to note before I get crazy excited about some other stuff. So, something I learned. I typically don't go out to the source a ton. It kind of makes me crazy in the head, and I bet it does for some of you too. But have you clicked on the up close? Because if you click on that, there is a wealth of information that you can check. And here's what I learned from Kay Napier. Michael D'Arminio told her his morning routine. He gets up, pours himself a cup of coffee, feeds his dogs, and then he walks over to his computer. And the first two things he does is he looks at the up close to see if anything has been added, and he looks at the back order report. So I'm not saying that you have to do it every day and right when you wake up or whatever, but I thought that was fascinating because I thought, oh, I didn't realize like it was a live document. And I actually hadn't even looked at it at all. We used to have it in newsletter form. This is how old I am in the business. Like, it was mailed out to us, the up close was, and that's where we got all of our info for the programs. But you guys, it's a wealth of information right there at your fingertips. So if you're going to go anywhere in the source, you look at the up close and also look at the back order report, because I have had several people ask me lately about different things. The easiest and fastest way for you to know when something's coming back in or if something is on back order is for you to just quickly take a look at that back order report, because they literally do update it daily, the back order report. Okay. So those are two little nuggets that I think are going to be extremely helpful to me to just kind of know that there's my one-stop shop for what's going on like this month and any new news that I need to know. Okay. There's that. The second thing that I was going to say is, okay, that Photify app that Arbonne has, it has been in the newsletter. It is so cool. Now, it does cost, it's like a subscription, and it does cost $9.99 a year, like $10 a year, which at first I was like, oh, that's a lot. I don't know if I need that. And I'm not saying that you have to get this, but if you are someone where you are using Red Stamp a lot, you're using Instagram, you like to use your Facebook, you like to put things together, maybe using Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, it was really cool. I had not looked at it. And so I give it the 2 thumbs up. I'm not social media queen. I really, if you can tell, I have not been on Facebook this month. It was actually kind of a personal thing where I feel like it can be very time-sucking and distracting versus helpful at times. Now, I know it's not good if I'm not on there letting you guys know what I'm up to, but I also want you to feel like use Facebook wisely. Don't let it be this total time suck, okay? Because that's what it can be. And the other thing, okay, so the app, the shopping app, it is coming. It is coming in August. I am crazy excited about it. What Guy was telling us as far as technology, and he was giving us updates as far as what all is happening, and he had this whole list of things that they're working on and whatever. I'm just like, I do feel like we're this diamond in the rough where we came out with this website and it does have all these capabilities, but it's been hard. There have been some kinks or whatever, and there have been a lot of challenges, but I feel like we've been chipping away, and there really is a diamond in there, and it's going to be amazing. And I think that they really do hear our feedback, and they get it. And we had the most amazing close in June, and he did explain what happened in May. There were 2 major errors that were made in coding. And I think those people maybe got fired, but who made the mistakes. I'm not positive about that, but he just kind of made it sound like they definitely at least had a talking to. But what I'm excited about with the shopping app is he was showing it to us, and it looks fantastic. And there is, along with the shopping app and the My Office app, there is that Amazon Echo thing that I'll expand upon, but it has the ability for you to say, because you can say, Alexa, what's the weather? It's kind of like Siri. But you can say, Alexa, go to Arbonne My Office, and Alexa will go and she'll say, there are 11 days left in the month, and your central district volume is da 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 da. You have 25 people who are up for renewal, 10 of which have already renewed. Would you like for me to email or text to remind the people who have not renewed yet? I'm not kidding. Like, it's going to do that. Like, we're going to be able to be like, yes, Alexa, text those people that they need to renew, or text my preferred clients in my central district that I'm having an open house or whatever it is. I'm so excited about this. I can't even stand it, because I love things that technology, but that are like also easy and simple, and it's not a whole lot of hoops to get through. And the shopping app looks fantastic. So that's coming in August, next month. Oh my goodness. So yay. And really, there's a lot of stuff that is discussed at this meeting that is confidential that I cannot divulge to you. But, okay. I will say the holiday line is lights out amazing. Lights out. So make sure we'll all be able to order it in September. So just have that on your brain. Like, September is when you're going to be ordering your holiday line. Okay. And I'll get more info to you about that as we draw near. But what I want to tell you is that this is exactly how I felt like with the Genius Ultra, and and in the holiday season, it's going to be, people can order it and get it right away. And as people start using it, I'm telling you, the frenzy is going to be crazy big. Okay. But there is stuff that's coming next year. Like, it's like, like, so exciting. So, basically what I'm telling you is the stuff that you're doing for your business on a daily basis is worth it. And I had an aha today, which is my last and final point, and then I will let you guys go. But what I want you to remember is that this isn't about saying things perfectly. It's not about being the most amazing presenter on the face of the planet. It's not about having the most amazing personality or like looking. What I am struck by is the fact of someone with pure intentions and a pure heart, and someone who really sees it and is highly motivated and keeps the main thing, what happens from that. So I don't want you to get caught up in it's got to be perfect. It's got to, positive energy breeds positive energy. What I want you to really focus on is your mindset, your mentality, and knowing that you're getting somewhere, you're moving forward, you're worth this. You are valuable, just like I posted about last week when I was in Laguna. Like, you deserve whatever you want in this business, because when you do have that, what the blessings that can come from that and the way you're able to bless other people is so powerful. It's not just about our own personal gain. It's really about that ability to make a big difference in a lot of lives. And I look at some of the national vice presidents that are crazy successful, and not all of them, like, everybody has their strength, right? Not everyone is this amazing presenter, or they're, they do amazing group presentations or one-with-ones, or, it's just funny how that's not really how it works all the time. You could have someone who does literally the best presentation on the planet, but if they're not doing the work and they don't have the right mindset in how they're working their business, they maybe don't have nearly the success that other people do. Maybe their presentation isn't as great, but they are all on fire about what they're about and where they're going and who they want to take with them. And that's what I want for us. I want for us to be on fire about what we have to offer, and that we get to do this together, and that we attract like crazy awesome people. I like spending time with all of you. And how often is that? That's hard, right? But like, you guys are amazing. And so be confident in the fact that it's really more about getting in touch with you, understanding that this is a journey, and it's put one foot in front of the other and in front of the other, in front of the other. And don't get too caught up in the results. When you get too caught up in the results, you start really messing yourself up in your head. Okay. And then that really does affect your results. It ends up being this perpetual self-fulfilling prophecy. You've got to know, like, some of you, I know I've talked to some of you where you were like, I feel like I'm planting all sorts of seeds right now and nothing is happening, or I'm making a lot of calls and I just don't feel like I'm getting anything back. Sometimes there's something that needs to be tweaked, right? And we absolutely need to talk about that. But sometimes it's just, that's where you are in the cycle, and just wait. The harvest totally comes. Okay. So some of you have felt like, well, July has not been the best month ever for me. That's okay. Some of you are having an amazing month. That's awesome too. Keep going, but don't make it mean something that it doesn't mean. And take a look at your calendar. How many income producing activities have you had? Have you had 10? Are you getting close to 10? Because if you haven't, then it isn't anything to be upset about with Arbonne or this business or anything like that. It's just okay, I didn't manage my month the way I probably should have. This is what I'm going to do differently over the next week and a half to manage myself, and so that I end this month feeling awesome about how I managed myself from this day forward. So we have 11 full days. Well, almost 11 and a half, because it's really the 19th. And you guys, that's a long time, but be focused on like the ways that you're improving, not beating yourself up and be like, oh, but I didn't do that, or like that doesn't get us anywhere. It doesn't get us anywhere. I hope you're reading Feeling Forward. I have been reading it. I've also, I have to be truthful, I have been absolutely I was devouring a book called On Fire, which I think is probably one of the best books I've ever read in my Arbonne career. And I highly recommend you get it. Because it just so speaks to me, as far as it's so inspiring and motivational. Like, just the stuff of like, get rid of all of the garbage in your head and just go. And there are people out there that are looking for you. Do you know that? And are you so confident in that? Like, there are people that are looking for you to share with them what this is. And so be confident in that. I am going to be starting a training series on how to effectively do a one-with-one. because I think that we have so many new people on our team, and it's been a while since we've visited this. So just know that's coming, and very, very soon. And I'm probably going to do like little snippets for you guys so that you can take it in. But I want our team to be a team that we can motor with connecting with people individually and showing them what this business is. So you guys are fantastic and amazing. I love you. I'm so excited about what is coming with Arbonne and where we're at. And it was exactly what I needed. And I hope you can hear it and feel it in my voice. Like, we are with the best company. I'm so grateful. I'm so crazy grateful that I stumbled into Arbonne, because I just think, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, because our culture and the way corporate is and whatever, like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So I hope you're having a great Tuesday. I love you guys, and I'll be talking to you soon.